AI is automating half of your role, the company is tightening up, and you know you have to do something different. This video is your roadmap out. Here's who I made this video for. You're a high achiever, maybe in tech, product, operations, finance, healthcare, or consulting, and you've climbed fast. You're making a six-figure salary and your resume sparkles, but your calendar is full of back-to-back meetings that could have been an email, and you feel burned out. Maybe you wake up already tired. You're in meetings all day, doing meaningless tasks, which by the way, eventually going to be replaced by AI. Most importantly, you've lost the fire within you, the meaning, and you thought about quitting maybe more than once. But the fear of giving stable income, stable paycheck, your identity, your status, that fear, my friend, is real. And I understand you because I've been there. Now, AI is starting to replace parts of your job. Over the next 5 to 10 years, AI workforce is going to take over half of the white-collar jobs. So, what happens next? Hi, I'm Shule. I am former Silicon Valley engineer and business strategist, turned full-time business owner, and I help high achievers just like you get clear on their purpose, strategize their 9-to-5 exit plans, and build profitable businesses they actually love with the help of AI workforce. My friend, let me ask you a critical question. What if the thing that you're scared of, like all of us has been scared of, AI, is actually your golden ticket? The reality is exactly right now, majority of white-collar professionals, like most people, especially working high-paying jobs, are panicking about automation because they have a lot to lose. But there's a small group of people, few people, are actually using it to build their own one-person businesses. And it's happening real fast. And my friend, I'm not talking about becoming an AI engineer or some tech bro with a crypto course. I am talking about using AI, like leveraging AI to build a real purpose-driven and profitable business around the expertise you already have. Whether that's coaching, consulting, fractional work, or freelancing, you can absolutely pivot. You can do this without burning your savings or hustling for years like I had to do before even AI workforce existed. Let me show you how, step by step, how to pivot without burning it all down. So the first step, we're gonna reframe your expertise. Number one thing that I hear people worked in corporate so many years but want to pivot to solopreneurship is, but what would I even do? Where do I even start? My friend, your career has given you more transferable value and expertise than you realize. And I always tell my clients this: if you were getting paid $150 per hour at your corporate job, you can get paid 2 to 3x of that amount when you have one-person service business. That's been exactly the case for me, just like many of my clients. Maybe you're a strategist, you're the leader, you're the systems thinker, you are a communicator. In the solopreneur world, like in the entrepreneurship world, that skill set is absolutely transferable to a one-person service business. However, I have to warn you, there's one pitfall to avoid. When you're making this pivot to solopreneurship, you absolutely don't have to invent a new idea. In fact, I find it very risky because you don't know about the market yet. You don't know if it's actually a problem or a unique solution that people want to pay for. So it's not a path that I would recommend. You need to understand what the market, in other words, your ideal clients, need, and then provide your unique solution to a proven problem that already exists and trending, and that people are already paying to solve. So that's your first pivot from employee mindset to solution provider mindset, because all businesses are actually solutions to big problems. Step number 2, and this is my favorite, we're going to use AI as your team 5 or team 10 or team 50. There are literally no limits how big you can scale your AI workforce. Second sentences I always hear from my clients is, I don't have time or resources to start and run a business and make it profitable before I actually quit. And my friend, let me tell you, I think it's the biggest problem for people working in high-paying jobs. Many high achievers like you probably don't have a money or resource problem. Like if you know that you can build your empire and have the freedom and flexibility of your schedule, you would invest some money to be able to have that rest of your life, right? So, and you have that resource, you have the money, you have the network, you have the high value skill set. What you usually don't have, I mean, like 99% of the time don't have, is time, attention, and energy. Because these six-figure jobs, and I know because I had one for so many years here in Silicon Valley, they suck your energy out. They are very demanding, very high-paced, and very stressful jobs, especially with what's going on in today's environment. Like we all know that with the layoffs and with the stress that it puts on people, everyone is in this fear and scarcity mindset. So there's even more stress and even more work expected to do for people working in most of the tech companies. So in other words, high achievers like you usually don't have the mental bandwidth to figure all this out while working a very stressful and demanding 9-to-5 job, which already makes them feel burned out. And I get it. I get how that feels. I had the same problem for so many years when I was building my side business as a side project before I left my 9-to-5. It took me like 4 to 5 years to be able to do that. But back then, I didn't have a team of 10 AI workforce working 24/7 building my business. My friend, I've met so many people, even here in Silicon Valley, thinking of AI as their enemy. AI is going to take our jobs. What we are going to do now? The future is so uncertain, which are mostly all true. But I think this is also a perspective thing. And let me tell you something, that victim mentality is exactly why they will get left behind. And I know you're not going to be one of them. If you can shift your mindset and think, you know what, actually, AI is not my competition. It is actually my unpaid team that helps me multiply my time, my resource, and my energy. And that's when things start to change with that one mindset shift. Step number 3, we're going to test your offers. Whether you use AI workforce or not, after getting clear on your ideal client and your unique solution, in other words, your offer, you have to test the idea before fully committing to the project or business. Because, my friend, here's the truth, and it's this. No one can tell you if something will work or not until you go ahead and try it out. I cannot tell you this, or another business coach can't tell you this. Even like the most successful business person can't tell you this. Because business is very much like trial and error. You're going to launch some small projects, small offers, and you're going to test things out. You're going to fail and you're going to learn and you're going to try new things. That's just all part of the process. Please don't believe anyone says otherwise. Before anything else, there's one very critical sentences I believe you need to get clear on. That sentence is I help X people solve Y problem using Z expertise. There are infinite ways to get your first clients. Especially with the help of AI workforce, you can be much more strategic, smart, efficient, data-driven, and faster than ever. And the best part, with AI, you can cut the time required like 7 to 80%. Right now, don't go silent and overthink it. I believe you should execute, get feedback, and iterate. AI makes this much more faster. Here's a new way to launch: lean, low risk, AI powered, and fast. I also believe, honestly, right now is the only way to survive the competition in the age of AI, because it's flooded out there with all the people using AI. So the person who figures out how to use AI more surgically is gonna win. The last step, step number 4, we're gonna set a 90-day pivot plan. Here's how that 90-day look like for you. From week 1 to 2, you can audit your skills, passions, and niche. And from week 3 to 6, you can start utilizing your AI workforce to create your first offer, client journey, and content so that people come to you and you don't go to them. And week 7 to 12, you can market, book your first client, systemize, and scale with the AI workforce. This is exactly what I help my clients with in my one-on-one program. You can book a free one-on-one clarity call with me. You can find the link in the description. If this video spoke to you, check out the community that I'm launching soon. Purpose Pivot Lab. If you're serious about exploring how the AI workforce can help you multiply your time so that you can start building your purpose-driven business, this community is for you. And don't forget to sign up for the waitlist. You can find the link to the waitlist in the description. Sign up now so you can be notified as soon as the community launches, because the first 50 qualified members will join for free. And my friend, you don't need another year of burnout. You just need 90 days of focus, motivation, and focused execution with the right tools, right support, and of course, with the support of AI workforce. And I'm here to help you make your purpose pivots. With love.